In AVID, we do things called tutorials. They are supposed to be initiated by something called a TRF, which is tutorial request form. On top of the tutorial request form, I want you guys to make sure you write your subject. Today, we're going to do math. So what I would do is take my pen, or actually you guys use your pencil, and write math at the top. The essential question for this particular problem is fractions and how to solve them. This right here, right below, it says
inquiry, resources, collaborative inquiry, note taking, reflection, which is your journal.
Don't worry about that. Skip to the next line where it says initial or original question. I'm going to read the problem out loud for you guys. It says, Jimmy has a piece of string that is 6 3/4 inches long. And Sam has also a piece of string and it's 7 1/2 inches long. Is there a question in there? There's no question in there. So I don't even put my IQ, my initial question at all. Here's the real question. Here we go. How much longer is Sam's string than Jimmy's string? Am I a little confused about the question? Kind of. I'm going to put it down just for today. Let's just say, oh my stars, I have no idea what this says. How much longer is Sam's string than Jimmy's string? Did not all like use correct punctuation? It is important. Okay, punctuation is important. How much longer is Sam's string than Jimmy's string? That's my initial question. Do I have a point of confusion yet?
No.
Why not? I have not worked out the problem yet. So this is what I want you to do. Every single time I have a worksheet from math, science, English, keep it side by side with your TRF. Get the question that you're most confused with. The next thing that it says is key academic vocabulary. So this is a math class. So what are two things that we know about this problem? Go ahead.
Our question is a fraction.
Okay, we know that our question has fractions, so that our key academic vocab, so the vocabulary, we need to know what fractions are. I want you to look up that definition and put down your own definition of what you think it means. 2, what else we got? What else?
Subtraction?
We need to know subtraction, yes. We need to know subtraction. And why do we need to know subtraction?
Because how much is the bigger than this?
Yeah, we're trying to figure out the difference between Sam's and Jimmy's. The word difference in math means subtraction. So those are two things. We need the definition for both. If you don't know the definition at the top of your head, go look it up. What's the second thing we need to do? Is what do we know about our question? What are two things that we know about our question? Do we know Sam's string length?
Yes.
We know that Sam's string equals 7 1/2 inches. What's the second thing we know? Do we know Jimmy's string?
Yes.
Yes.
Heck yeah! Jimmy's string equals 6 3/4 inches. And that's what you can put here. What I know about my question. I know that Sam's string is 7 1/2 inches. I know Jimmy's string is 6 3/4 inches. Now we go down to critical thinking about the initial question. How much longer? We know the problem is asking us what? Find the difference of string. I'm going to put someone's problem here. Subtract this to equal this. We don't know this. What should go here? Because Sam's string is longer, so we put the bigger number first, right? So we got 7 1/2. And then so who goes over here?
6 and
Jimmy's.
6.
6 3/4. Whose string is that? Jimmy's. This is what I would do. I would put S and J. S 1/2 minus 6 3/4. Can we do that problem? Raise your hand if you're confused. Perfect. I'm going to put a star here. Guess what? Now I have a point of confusion. Remember, we don't say level 1 questions, which are what questions. We use level 2, which is a does or how, or level 3 or if. For example, I could say, if the denominators are different, how will that affect the problem?
Yeah.
Or does it matter if they have two different denominators? If the denominators are different, how will it affect the outcome results? If the denominators are different, how will it affect the results? What do we know we need to do with this problem? We need to subtract it. Can we subtract 1/2 by 3/4? Can we subtract 7 and 6? Yeah, what's 7 minus 6, guys?
1.
It's a 1. Yes. Can we do 1/2 minus 3/4? We need a common denominator. What's the common denominator between the two? Let's check. 2. Multiples of 2. Help me out.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Okay, how about 4?
4, 8, 12.
What's the common denominator? 4. This is called the LCM. So we know it's a 4. Do we have to change 3/4?
No.
No. Do we have to change 1/2?
Yes.
How do we change 1/2? So I just do this. That's it. That's all I got. You have to do it to the numerator. Thank you for using your academic vocab, guys. Awesome. So 2 times 1 is?
2.
2 times 2 is?
4.
Now 2/4 minus 3/4 is? It's 1/4?
Yes.
What are we missing? What else do we need?
How much longer is that string than Jimmy's string?
So how do I put this in words?
Jimmy's longer by 1 quarter.
Do I need to label it? Inches. I need to put inches, guys. I can't just say 1 1/4. That's my answer, right? Guess what? You know where it says steps, where it says identify general process and steps? All you have to do is look back at your notes and say, well, the first thing I did was find the difference of the string. So I subtracted 7.5 by 6 3/4. Third thing I need to do, in order to subtract the denominators, I need to find a common denominator. After I found out the common denominator, I could subtract it properly. And then I put it into my own words of how many inches the strings were long. After you're done with that, then you go into your reflection. Write me 5 sentences about what made your problem confusing and how could you better work through solving the problem. And that's all you have to do, and you would complete your TRF.